Today I am going to talk on the concept You and I Invincible Together through the unity with the mentor and fellow comrades. Mentor-disciple relationship in Buddhism. The foundation of this relationship is a shared pledge to work together for the happiness of the people and relieve them from all the sufferings. Mentor makes the disciple aware and remind him of her of their potential and giving them the confidence that they are capable. Mentor and disciple relationship is always based on the free will of an individual, his seeking spirit. The mentor always gives us the strength to move forward. Mentor through his action and behavior is a living example for all of us. Our life is based on the shared vow which we share with our mentor and a commitment to move forward. Mentor-disciple relationship is like a thread and a needle. Mentor is the needle and disciple is the thread. When we sew a cloth, the needle comes out and the thread remains there. Now our mentor wants us to surpass him and have the standalone spirit, to work for the happiness of ourselves and for others. No matter what, we shall stand together and work. Now we'll discuss the virtues of Buddha. Eternity. It is the time that has no end. And in Buddhism, it's our life. Every minute is making a moment and its count, leaving no stone unturned, and that will live our life for the shared vow to work together and for the happiness of each one of us. True happiness lies in chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It guides us to never be defeated. It's a source of great joy. True self is the state when we believe in us and believe in the Buddha nature, and we will always help each other in no matter what. Helping them, believing in them is what that they are a Buddha too. Purity. In Buddhism, what we are is manifested outside. If our heart is impure, the impurity we can see outside in our environment. If our heart is pure, the environment will be healthy. And in Buddhism, the heart is very important. Heart is a treasure that we should believe that everyone is a Buddha outside and inside. Through this practice, we can believe that in our true self that we can change and make a great difference. So let's brighten our lives and remove all the darkness. You and I together, holding the banner of Kosen Rufu. Let's illuminate the sun of Buddhism. Now my fellow comrades will share how to move forward.
The oneness of mentor and disciple is the key to victory in life and in Buddhism. Following the path of mentor and disciple enables us to learn how to practice Buddhism correctly. The oneness of mentor and disciple lies in fulfilling the great vow to accomplish Kosen Rufu, to help others transform their state of life and become happy. Practically speaking, living the great vow means to read the mentor guidance and take action based on it, which is to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo and work for the happiness of others. We may chant a lot and work very hard for Kosen Rufu, but if we do not have our mentor in our hearts and are not taking action based on it, the mentor guidance, then we will not be able to make any significant progress.
Hi everyone, I would like to connect you all with our mentor through You and I chant together. In Buddhism, we are all united as we all share same purpose of making everyone happy, and the key to happiness is chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Let you and I chant together to bring Buddha wisdom and tap the unlimited potential lying within us. Today I am able to take part in the concept in front of you all. Thanks to all my senior leaders and members, as when I was not regular in my practice, They always worked as a driving force that pushed me to the best ability.
Now I'm going to share with you the importance of you and I study together. As we all know, faith, practice, study are the three pillars of Nichiren Buddhism. Study helps us understand the correct and convincing explanations about the philosophy. We can study from Nichiren's writings in the form of Gosho. And then we have our mentor Ikeda Sensei's writings in the form of New Human Revolution and so many more books and novels that touch every aspect of human life. And then we also have our VCs, monthly VCs. Our mentor is continuously writing for us, and his aim is to make us stronger from within, from his writings. We should imbibe his writings and should share it further with people. And these two things are the very principle of you and I study together. Because when we study alone, we understand it with our limited wisdom, but when we study together, we interpret the philosophy better. In my example, I realized by my second year of college that I learned more about medicine during group discussions than I understood it by sitting alone with a book for hours. Likewise, the purpose of Buddhist study meetings is to help us apply our faith in our daily life and then truly experience the power of Gonzon. When we are empowered, we are in turn able to give courage and hope to others. So, if our study is strong and thorough, it gives us confidence that our practice is valid. Also, when we're talking to others about our practice, that is Kosen Rufu. And importantly, when we are in our low life state and don't really feel like chanting, the practice helps us, and the study that we have imbibed helps us re-establish our faith in the philosophy. It may take remembering a passage from the Gosho or the NHR, and more importantly, being inspired by the fact that our mentor came over worse struggles during his life at many points of time. In the same way, whenever I've been in a low life state, my mother has always included passages from study material to tell me how every life experience is a positive lesson. So, me and my mother study together.
You and I care. How I am going to help my district members to come in front line to become happy and victorious. First of all, I need to understand that everyone is a Buddha. If I am introducing a new member or if I'm trying to do an activity with that person, I should be able to understand the situation of that person, because through these activity we nurture our member, we guide them, we help them, and we make them feel that no matter what, I am there with you, and you and I together, we are going to face the challenges of life without feeling defeated. We try to help them through Sensei's guidance, because we and our mentor, we are one. We encourage members, we ask them to chant more and more, we ask them to do their HR. So we should understand, if suppose if we are trying to contact some person for an activity and that person is not replying, so we should understand that maybe that person is not free, maybe that person is busy in some work. So I should wait, and first I should understand this also, that maybe that person is not in that life state that they can reply immediately. So first, for that we need to chant for that person's life state, for that person's Buddhahood, and then we should try to interact with that person. That should also happen heart to heart. That is, I've seen whenever I go in low life state, whenever I don't participate in Gakkai activities, my leaders call me up and they bring my life state up through their guidance, through Sensei's guidance, their guidance work with me. In the similarly, I also try members bringing back to the Gakkai activities. I call them, I try to interact with them, because I can understand when people go in low life state how they feel. So I pray for them, then I try to interact with them, I talk to them, then I do activity. That way I take care of the members.
and I have been associated with this practice since last September. It's almost like 9 months now. And one of my friends' constant support and prayers led me to join this beautiful practice. And today I will be speaking about You and I Encourage, and how encouragement helps others to actually embrace and experience true happiness. So, the two aims of faith are our own happiness and that of others. When our thoughts for others' fulfillment and well being become our daily prayer, we rise from our lesser self to greater self, or we become selfless from selfish and thereby illuminate our Buddhahood. The practice of Nichiren Buddhism is based on compassion. Now, if you want to be happy, practice compassion. Now, what exactly is meant by compassion? It is caring enough to do something about someone else's need. So, when we talk to others, when we do activities, or what basic thing we can do is pray for others. And if we can actually give advice or help others in some other ways, we can actually do that. So it is a response that occurs when you take the situation of others as seriously, like to place importance on it. Like you don't mock at that, or you don't actually just like, okay, it's okay. You really place importance to it, and you just make it your own. It requires a certain level of awareness, concern, and empathy. Thus, the prayers and actions we take in the course of our Buddhist practice, in our activities as BSG members, cause genuine happiness and compassion to awaken within us. When we actively take part in activities, encouraging others through sharing our own experiences of breaking through our problems through faith, visiting fellow members to chant and study together, and offering our heartfelt support, we are also taking courageous action based on Buddhist compassion. To pray for others, making their problems our own, and embracing those who suffer, becoming the greatest ally to continue giving them our support and encouragement until they become truly happy is the essence of Buddhism. By chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we surface the inner wisdom to recognize the positive qualities in others, even those we would have disliked before. Once we focus on the strong points, we naturally come to appreciate, feel closer to, and respect others. We find ourselves thinking of others and feeling concerned about their well-being. Compassion has the power to root out the cause of misery in people's lives and direct them to the cause of happiness. It requires courage and strength. One such practical means for awakening and giving expression to compassion is by introducing others to Buddhism. It enables people to attain a state of indestructible happiness. So here I would like to include my own experience of this journey. So as I said, my friend introduced me to Buddhism through her constant prayers for me, and later my mentor's assurance just kept me in this practice. But after some time I did not feel like doing it. I was sporadically doing it. I was not consistent in this because of my low life state. I was trying hard to be happy but could not feel that true happiness, that eternal blissfulness. So my members and seniors in faith continued praying for me and did not give up on me. They continued encouraging me, and as its result, I'm truly happy today. So, and I'm actually taking part in activities, I'm chanting consistently, and as you can see today, I'm participating in this concept study as well. So to conclude, I would just like to say, when we encourage others, we also gain courage and confidence. Giving encouragement changes ourselves and our attitude towards others automatically.
I've been practicing this life-changing philosophy since 14 months, and it really helped me to manifest the best version of me. Whenever I face any of the challenges or obstacles, chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo wholeheartedly always gives me the courage to handle them with the right attitude or with the Buddha wisdom fully awakened. You and I, invincible, means you and I should be victorious. Unitedly, that is, we are the true champions of our mentor. This practice has developed an attitude within me wherein whenever I face any challenge, I do not get panic or frustrated. Instead, the power of Daimoku wells forth within me. Head on, face it, and win it. My practice enables me to not only to be victorious in my life, but to enable all my fellow members to win. All important part of the struggle or Kosen Rufu is for each of us to win. when we are in any of the harshest situation in our lives, we have two options. Either we blame somebody or sit and complain that we used to do before coming in this philosophy, else you can take as an opportunity to validate the law. The Lotus Sutra is based on the spirit of oneness of mentor and disciple. Our prime point as practitioners is our vow to struggle together with our mentor and win together. The key to victory lies aligning our hearts within the heart of mentor.
In this concept, first of all, we should understand what is the meaning of win. So, winning is not merely achieving materialistic things. Of course, it is important. Materialistic things are important in our life, but it's just a reflection of winning stage. Okay, so in Buddhism, winning means never being defeated by our circumstances and inner weakness. Always keep striving towards our goals and dreams. Okay, so without ever giving up. So continuous striving towards our goals itself a victory, itself a winning situation. Okay, so during this COVID-19 lockdown, everyone is facing so much adversity in daily life. I also facing so many problems like delivering lectures to my students, managing my time schedule and etc. So with the help of continuous daily practice and faith in the power of Nammyo Renge Kyo, I am able to overcome my problems of delivering lectures to my students by using self-made digital pen. I am not very friendly with the technology, but during this time I have learned so much technology related aspects. Even in the free time I started a home gardening also. So now next is role of Daimaku. Okay, role of Daimaku in our winning journey. So everyone wants to be victorious in our life. So we are just continue in our journey. So Daimaku is plays same role as like fuel in our vehicle. Okay, if we want to go somewhere, so we are using our vehicle, and we can use that vehicle if it have a फ्यूल. ओके, हमारे व्हीकल में अगर फ्यूल है तो ही हम उसको यूज करके डेस्टिनेशन तक पहुंच पाएंगे. तो दायमकू इज गिविंग सेम एनर्जी लाइक फ्यूल इज गिविंग टू आवर व्हीकल सो दैट वी कैन अचीव आवर गोल एंड टारगेट्स. So how you and I are related to winning together. So why in this practice we are focusing on together word. Okay, so we can win own self or not. Okay, like अगर हम खुद अकेले अपनी विक्ट्री सोचते हैं तो क्या वो सही है, या हम सबको एक साथ विनिंग होना है, वी आर विनिंग टुगेदर. सो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी प्रॉब्लम विच यू वांट्स टू ओवरकम इन योर लाइफ, search anyone who is suffering with the same, help him, encourage him, and simultaneously pray for him to overcome. So this is called like prayer practice for own self and practice for others. This is called practice for others. Okay, so you will find the solution as an asset of your problem in your life. So this practice provides the platform so that we can do this. Now, how develop a winning tendency within us? Every month we are having meeting targets, Daimaku targets, and person who are in low life state take it as a burden. But those who are in high life state take that as an opportunity to polish their life. Why we needed to decided so many targets and accomplish it. So basically this process make a tendency of winning. We all want to achieve our goal. What's most important is the process of who you become along the way. Okay, so when you make a goal and chant and rack your brain about how to make it happen, so while striving with all your might, you develop a habit of winning. So this is the way how we can achieve the winning stage in our life. Thank you so much.